Good morning student. Today we are going to start the chapter presentation of data in tabular form. See, in this chapter we will discuss that how the graphs and the table and whatever way we are using to organize the information that we are having regarding any events or any institute or anything. How can we organize them in graphical or in tabular method? Okay, so basically you can see that in our day-to-day life there are so many things for which we have to maintain a record. Like if I give you example, per year from our school, okay, some students, means not some, I think 100 and 200 students are giving exams, the board exams, and we need to keep the record of those students that in each exam how much marks they have got. Okay, so if I make the table, suppose if I want to keep the record, what should I do? I will make the table. Like if I have the standard 10, suppose I have a section A, standard 10B, 10C, 10D. Okay, 4 sections are there. Now in this 10A, I have so many students. In same way in 10B, I have so many students. In 10C also I have so many students. And in 10D also I have so many students. So each student have the marks of maths, science, English, SST, computer, etc. So you can think that how many numbers, means how many collection of the different numbers for different subject, for different students we are having. Now if we want to organize these all numbers, okay, that is said to be the tabulation. That process to organize the information in a proper manner is said to be the tabulation. And this numerical figure that we are collecting, the group of the numerical figure is said to be data. Okay, so what is data here? Data is information in the form of numerical figures. Okay, whatever information we are collecting in the form of numerical figure is said to be the data. Okay, like if I am collecting the marks of maths for all students of standard 9, so I will make the table. Okay, suppose some students are getting 0 to 10 marks. I have 6 students who are getting 0 to 10 marks. Then I have 12 students who are getting 10 to 20 marks. Then I have 50 students who are getting 20 to 30 marks. I have 30 students who are getting 30 to 40 marks. So if I have taken 40 marks paper, then this is the record for my student. Now I can elaborate it in more manner. I can write the marks name wise also, but name wise it is possible till 20 student, 30 student. But if we have a group of students like 100, 200, then it's a very tough task to write the name of all the student and to write the name of marks of all the student. So we are making the groups. Okay, like those who are getting 0 to 10, I will count and I will write that 6 students are there, those who are getting 0 to 10. 10 to 20, 12 students are there. Okay, so these observations that we are collecting in the numerical form is said to be the data. Okay, now this chapter means the name of the chapter we are generally taking as statistics. Okay, so what is the meaning of this statistics? See, in our academic we generally read the books with the name of the subject. Like we have the subject science, we have the maths, we have English, we have Hindi and all. In same way, statistics is also a branch of the science, okay, which deals with the collection, presentation and analysis and interpretation of the numerical data. So we can say it is science which deals with the collection, presentation, analysis, and interpretation of numerical data. Okay, means एक ऐसा सब्जेक्ट जिसमें हम नंबर को कलेक्ट करेंगे, उसको प्रेजेंट करेंगे, उसके ऊपर एनालिसिस करेंगे, उस पर कुछ इंटरप्रेट करेंगे, वो सब्जेक्ट उस सब्जेक्ट को हम क्या कहते हैं? स्टैटिस्टिक्स. Okay, so this is the science in which we are collecting the data. Like at first I'm collecting the marks of all the student. अच्छा 1 आया है, कुछ 4 आया है, रोल नंबर 3 को 10 आया है, रोल नंबर 4 को 12 आया है, देन 15 आया है, देन सडनली किसी को 20 आया है, फिर 40 आया है. So I'm writing the marks like this. Then I will present it in proper manner. ठीक है, कैसे प्रेजेंट करेंगे? अरे बाप रे, 1 से 5 तो बस 4 ही बच्चा है, चलो ठीक है, कम मार्क्स वाले कम ही बच्चे हैं. देन like 5 to 10 I have 2 student. Okay, in same way 10 to 15 I have 1 2 3 student, like this. So this is the presentation. Then I will do the analysis. Oh my god, I have to work more for these students because they are getting such a less mark. Okay, and then I will work on it. That is said to be interpretation. So in this way we are collecting the data at first, we are studying it, and then we are doing according to our need with that data. Okay, so I hope this is clear to you that what is the meaning of statistics. It is simply a branch, you can say it is a branch of mathematics in which we are dealing with the datas. Okay, now in plural form statistics means data. Okay, if anyone asks you that what is the plural form of statistics, you can say data. And in singular form statistics means a subject. Okay, plural form of statistics is data and singular form of statistics is subject. Okay, so I hope this is clear to you that what is the meaning of statistics. Now let us discuss what are the fundamental characteristics of data. Fundamental characteristics of data. See, number 1, numerical facts alone constitute data. Data are always the numerical facts. Numerical facts alone constitute data. Okay, we will always take the numbers -3, 2, 4, 0, -1 and like that. Okay, we never take x, y, z like this. Number 2, qualitative characteristics. Qualitative characteristics like intelligence, poverty, sadness, etc., which cannot be measured, numerically, do not form data. Okay, जिसको हम मेजर नहीं कर सकते, वो डाटा नहीं कहलाएगा. जिसे हम मेजर कर सकते हैं वही डाटा कहलाएगा. Number 3, data are aggregate of facts. Data are aggregate of facts. A single observation does not form data. Okay, if I ask you that what is the marks of Ankita, you have written 50. This I will not take it as data. एक बच्चे का marks data नहीं कहलाएगा. If I am asking the marks of all the student of standard 9, then it contain that, it means it is a data. Okay, the number 4. Data collected for a definite purpose may not be suited for another purpose. Data collected for a definite purpose may not be suited for another purpose. ठीक है, like if I am collecting the data for mathematics marks, it's not possible that the same data we will have for the marks of English subject. Okay, for different event, for different institute, the data can be different. Okay, it's not possible that always we are having the same data for all the situations. Okay, so these are all different fundamental characteristics of data. Understood? Now let us discuss that what are the limitations of statistics. Limitation of statistics. See, statistics deal with group and does not study individual. Okay, it always deals with group. It will not work for individuals. Number 2, statistic is not suited to study of qualitative phenomenon. Not for study of qualitative phenomenon. Like earlier only I have told you that always we are using the data for the we are taking data as the numerical facts. We are not taking the qualitative facts. Intelligence, madness, cleverness, these all are not the numerical facts. So statistics will not deal with the qualitative phenomenon. Third, statistics laws are not exact. Laws are not exact. They are true on average only. वो हमेशा एक एवरेज पे ही काम करेगा, हमेशा हमको एक एग्जैक्ट वैल्यू स्टैटिक्स नहीं देता है. ठीक है, so these all are the limitation of statistics. Now we will discuss that what are the different types of data and the another topic in the next video. Thank you.